The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
The role of a woman in the society is to submit. Birth control are the pills of the devil. Education is so fundamental to the development of a people. Hang murderers. Simple as that. What am I voting for? Voting will change nothing.
Tout le monde haïtien, como yé. God save the Queen.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And of course, the world must know it by now. I'm a member of St. Joseph Parish, a Catholic Christian community. Well, today, I have a wonderful Negro lady who's going to be on the show for the first 18 minutes. She is Sister Lakeisha Delaveau. Yeah. She is one of the woman them. Look at camera 3, because I'm going to put a question to you. Mm-hmm. Sister Delaveau, are you one of the woman them?
Most definitely, Senator.
And of course, who all in your family can you honestly say are some of the woman them?
Well, my mom, Antoinette Delaveau.
Yes.
And then my daughter, she's 8. And she is also one of the children them.
Wow, this is powerful.
Yes.
And you tell the nation that your mother, Sister Delaveau, you and your daughter have accepted man's leadership.
Yes, sir.
And you're prepared to follow me.
Most definitely, Senator.
This is powerful. Sister Delaveau, she has a problem with one of my colleagues, Chester Thompson. And Cooper, I got it wrong. Please forgive me, I'm excited. Chester Cooper. Chester, this is one of the woman them. I claim her, and I put political protection over her. She's going to complain. And then after she would have complained when we come back, Chester, I call upon you to sit down with her and work out something, because she is one of the woman them.
Right.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Give me a salute. You're one of the woman them. And she is willing to march. Can you march?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. Why you can't march?
I'm still out sick, Senator.
Okay. You have something wrong with your leg?
Yeah, my lower back and legs.
Okay. Give me a bump.
Bump.
Ladies and gentlemen, after Sister Delaveau would have spoken, I have some exciting news. I'm going to be looking at Albany and the fact that Candia Dames has exposed that a member of parliament has told her quietly and confidentially how upset the minister's cabinet was with those people at Albany. He's going to tell us through Candia article how cabinet ministers describe Albany. Goodness have mercy. It is horrible what they describe Albany as. One minister told Candia that Albany is anti-Bahamians and they're racist. Well, by grab. And so today, I'm going to call on Menace to show me what kind of Negro he is, as I ask him to declare one of them persona non grata and send him home. H-O-M-E, home. Menace, what kind of Negro are you? This is Freedom March.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
My name is Rodney Monker, and I'm joined in studio by Sister Lakeisha Delaveau.
Yes.
Sister Delaveau, how old are you?
I am 31, Senator.
Wow, you look wonderful and you look so youthful
Thank
to
you.
be 31.
Yes, sir.
So tell us, what is the industrial problem that you have been experiencing with my comrade, I. Chester Cooper?
Yes.
Tell us.
Yes. Senator, I was hospitalized for the first week in November of 2015
Yes?
for 1 week.
Look at that camera.
For
right
1
there.
week.
Yes?
Yeah. And as a result of complications, I had to walk with a walker for 10 long agonizing weeks. 10 weeks I walked with a walker.
Yes?
During the time, I had clients come in and out of the hospital to me,
Yes?
as well as when I was discharged and went home. I had the clients come. Now, during this time, the needs of the clients, which were products at the BAF,
Yes?
yes, they were pedal actually. In the beginning of the calendar year of 2016, my unit manager at the time, he sent a message to my cell phone saying that the vice president of sales wanted the office I occupied from 2015.
Okay.
Okay? As a result, the office was taken while I was out sick. Another agent was out longer than I was at the time, and she kept her office.
Okay.
While out sick, I was asked by the HR rep to come and sign a letter. She came outside the company to my car,
Uh-huh.
and she had me to sign. The letter said, "Our records reflect you have been absent from work for a period more than 6.5 months starting December 19, 2016 to present. Please note below our policy in regard to sick leave. Sick leave beyond 26 weeks will be paid under the company's LTD plan, which was 40% of the employee's salary monthly or up to $1,500 a month.
Yes?
At the time, the company has discontinued the LTD plan, and therefore, the benefit is no longer available. As a result, if you are unable to return to work full-time by July 11th, which was the holiday, I would be made an independent agent."
Okay.
Now, the benefits would have been taken away from me to become an independent
So
agent.
once you become an independent agent, you lose what kind of benefits?
I lose the benefit of having the NIB paid by the employer,
Now,
a fraction from me,
What NIB means?
National Insurance Board.
National Insurance, okay? Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. And she said, please acknowledge the receipt by signing and returning the letter.
And did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
So you accepted those terms by signing it? You
I
give-
had no choice.
Why did you not have the choice not to sign?
They said that if I don't sign,
Yes?
my job would become redundant
Okay.
as a result of being out sick for so long.
Okay. And
Okay.
so you then signed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what else happened?
I went online and I checked the career website of BAF. The website still had the LTD benefit as active, and up to the day, it's still active.
So they're paying your national insurance.
No, they're not.
Well,
the LTD,
what is
the
L-
long-term disability,
Yes.
that was a product offered when I initially started BAF.
Okay.
That was one of the benefits of the contract.
Okay. And it still exists.
It still exists, yes, sir.
But it was denied you.
Yes, I was denied it
Why do you think they denied you?
because they didn't want to have to pay me a monthly salary for being out sick.
Did you go in search of legal assistance?
Most definitely, I did.
And what happened when you did so? What
Several lawyers
approach?
who I approached.
Yes?
After paying the fee the lawyer said that unfortunately they cannot assist me.
Did they tell you why?
No, they did not say why. They did not say why
Did
they
you
couldn't
look
assist me.
elsewhere for other lawyers?
Most definitely I did.
And what happened when you went elsewhere?
I had a lot of closed doors.
Lawyers refusing to
Yes.
accept your case?
Yes, they said as a result of business,
Yes.
they cannot.
When they say
Represent
as a
me.
result of business, what do you mean by that? You have to speak?
On behalf of BAF, because they have ties within BAF,
Okay.
they cannot represent me.
Well, it would be a conflict of interest in fairness. to
Yes,
them.
but don't wait until after I already updated you on everything you're asking for. Don't
Okay.
ask,
Yeah. Well, that
and
was,
you're not going to take.
that was wicked. They should
Yes,
have told
most
you
definitely.
at the beginning.
Right.
Have you been able to find any lawyer who was willing to take your case?
Yes, I found a lawyer, but unfortunately, things didn't go as he initiated.
Okay.
Yes, he went on vacation for a month. This was what he said.
Yes.
And,
When he returned,
yeah,
he did not.
yeah, that was a done deal.
And so at this point you have no lawyer.
No, I don't have any lawyer.
And you have not figured out anyone you could go and talk to in terms of legal representation.
Not really.
Well, I'm
it's
gonna
a big
fi-
company, and
I'm going to find you a lawyer
yes, sir.
right here.
Yes,
I
sir.
haven't spoken to the lawyer,
Okay,
but I'm going to send you because this lawyer believes in women's rights.
right. Okay.
You think they're doing this to you because you are woman? What you think?
I think a portion of it is because I am a woman.
You think so?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to demonstrate against the company?
Yes, I did.
And when did you demonstrate it?
I demonstrated last weekend.
Uh-huh.
Last week, actually.
Okay.
I
You
I
got-
followed. I followed advice given to me.
Yes.
I seeked a permit. I had a
Meaning
very hard
permission
time.
from the
Permission to demonstrate. Yes,
the
from
police?
the police. Yes, sir.
And was it frustrating?
Most definitely.
What kind of frustration did you experience?
It was a turnaround continuously.
Wow.
Over, come back, call in 30 minutes, call in 30 minutes, call in 30 minutes, and it was a huge
But eventually,
disappointment.
you got
Yes,
permission.
most definitely. I got it that was at the end, really.
And you did carry out a peaceful protest.
Yes, sir, I did a peaceful demonstration.
Okay. But so far, matters has not been resolved.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, what else do you want to do? You have any other idea before I make some suggestion? Well,
I guess I already throw it in the towel.
you've thrown in the towel?
Yes, sir.
You must never surrender. You are a Negro woman.
Yes.
You must continue to fight for what is justice, no
Yes,
matter
sir.
who the Negro man or his company might be.
Right.
Now, I'm going to send you to a PLP lawyer.
Okay.
I have not consulted her, but
Okay.
you go to her and tell her that I send you. Do you know Glennis Hannah Martin?
Yes, sir, I know.
She is Chester colleague.
Okay.
She's PLP, Chester's PLP. You go to her
Okay.
and you tell Mrs. Hannah Martin that I say she must assist you in getting justice. Okay?
Okay.
I'm the leader of the woman them.
Right.
And if you do not get justice, then I will join you on the picket line.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now I, Chester Cooper, this is one of the woman them.
Right.
She has accepted my leadership. And had she not have problem with her foot, she would be marching with me and the PLP.
Yes, sir.
And I want justice for her. I don't care where you find justice. I want it for her. I've heard her pain and her suffering. And I'm very concerned. In a modern Bahamas, when the woman them have problems, and the heroes and their descendants of the revolution does not seriously and objectively deal with the matter. So I want you to go and see Glennis Hannah Martin.
Okay.
I have a secret number for her.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
And you go and see her and confess all truths to her. And Glennis Hannah Martin, it is my appeal, that you will address the issue of my Negro sister and then talk to my Negro brother. I, Chester Cooper. Chester, my ma from Exuma, eh? So I want you to look out for Sister Delaveau, because her pain and suffering I had to endure it for the last couple of weeks. And as leader of the woman them, no woman is to be discriminated or penalized. None. It's a new day in the country. All right? Anything else you want to say?
Yes, sir. They lapsed my policies
You ain't got no policy?
with the company. No, I don't have it.
My God.
When my twin sister went in to pay the policy, she
Right.
said that
You a twin?
it had lapsed. Yes, I have a twin.
Identical?
No, but fraternal.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they lapsed the policies but had the premium waiver attached. Now, the premium waiver is a benefit that keeps the policy active
Right.
while you're owed, exceeding more than 6 months.
And everything you're telling me is the truth now.
Yes, sir, the whole truth, nothing but the
Nothing
truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
This is powerful.
Yes, sir.
Well, I gonna need you to go to see Glennis.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And we're gonna start with her.
Okay.
And then one by one, I'll be taking you up the political ladder.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
But Glennis is a saved woman.
Okay.
She believes in woman rights. And she doesn't believe that man should exploit woman. Glennis, I'm counting on you. Your father is a national hero. He always stood up for the rights of the woman them. All right?
Yes, sir.
Any other things they do you? They encase you.
Man, they did so much more.
Really?
Yes, a series
Oh,
of letters
Jesus.
were brought to my car from the unit manager, the HR
They're intimidating
representative,
you.
and the vice president. Yes, sir.
They're threatening and intimidating you. Listen, you leave this woman alone, eh? Please, leave her. She has an 8-year-old daughter who's fond of me. All right? I want renegotiation. I want settlement. I want things done for her. Because I don't want to turn her into an angry Negro woman. All right? So, Glennis Hannah, my spiritual advisor, is going to be joining us after Sister Della Vo leaves. And I was also expecting a Negro man who had a handicap. And I wanted to hear from him, but I don't know what happened to him. Any other things
Yes, sir.
they do to you?
Yeah, the first week in August of 2016,
Yes.
I was given a reassignment letter because they said that I exceeded the amount of weeks.
You ain't been to the,
For the
you
short
ain't
term.
been to the Ministry of Labor?
They already, I was already terminated. I was terminated on August 30th of 2016.
But you still didn't go to see nobody in the Ministry of Labor?
Yes, I've been to the Ministry of Labor.
Who you talk to?
I went to, well, the agent at the time would have been Morgan Graham.
I know Morgan Graham. He's a tall, fair-skinned Negro
Yes.
man.
He asked me to excuse the room while him and the vice president and the HR have a few words.
And who was representing you when they told you to
No,
come
when
out
I
the
went
room?
to the labor board initially, I had no representation.
So you were representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
And Morgan, what Morgan name is?
Graham.
Graham told you to leave the meeting.
He asked me to excuse the room while he speak with
Management.
the executives.
Graham Morgan, I can't believe that. I found you to be a wonderful man. Remember when they were trying to take advantage of the Haitian Bahamian guy? And I show you the disadvantage and you rule. And guess what? The Greek them went home and considered it. And they paid that young man all the money. So, Morgan, what this says? Huh? You're such a wonderful labor officer. And I need you not to do that again. Whenever a citizen is representing themselves, you are not to send them out of the meeting and meet with management because, we're suspicious. You see? Now, I know you wouldn't sell out, but people would believe you would sell out. I had a similar experience, when I went before Dame Joan Sawyer, and she says she was dismissing the case, and she took Prosecutor John Isaac upstairs and left me downstairs. And I've been suspicious of her ever since. You see? She may not have done anything wrong, but I was left suspicious because they left me outside the meeting. Graham, you mustn't do that. All right? I don't like what she's saying. What else Graham do?
Now, when they said I was out sick too long
Yeah.
and I was excused from the room, when I came back in,
Yes.
he said that, BAF, are you willing to pay Lakeisha Delaveau? The vice president said, gruesomely, no, we're not.
What's
we're
his
not
name?
paying. Well, it was Dashwell Flowers, if it still is Dashwell Flowers.
Dashwell Flowers?
Yes.
Not Brother Flowers.
Yeah, the lady at Labor Board, when I
Dashwell is
initially...
man or woman?
Woman. Man, sorry, I'm sorry.
Dashwell.
He's a man, yeah. The lady at the Labor Board...
It can't be decent Dashwell Flowers. Dashwell, I've always known you to be a decent, God-fearing man. Come, man. The Bible teaches us that when we are powerful, we must be merciful. All right? Chester, listen. Me and you going to have to be doing a lot of marching against the F&M. But I need to make sure that the woman them who is supporting my leadership are well taken care of.
That's right.
Say the last thing, because, you know, you got about 2 minutes and 31 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yeah.
What else you want to tell them?
The latter part of August.
Look at the camera so the
The
people
latter
them.
part of August.
Yes.
And when I came back from the Bahamas.
When you came back from the Bahamas?
When I came back from the U.S., I'm sorry, back to the Bahamas.
Yes.
I got a call from Dashwell's secretary.
Okay.
And she told me that she have a letter for me, that she was trying to catch up with me for a whole week plus.
Okay.
So I was like, really? And she said, yeah. So she called. She
What's
didn't
the
get an
clock? It's
answer.
running out.
Yes, sir. So when I received the letter on the 5th of September,
right,
it stated that from August 30th, my services were terminated. And I had to submit everything in to the company.
Hold this flag. Hold it just like that. Go ahead, talk, and wave it with me.
And she said that my services are no longer needed, so
oh Lord,
I had to turn in whatever possessions I had.
How you managed with the little baby girl?
Thank God for my mom.
Your mother?
One of the women there, yes, sir.
Wow. Now
Thank
God. Chester Cooper, and Dashwell Flowers, I want justice for this Negro woman. I don't care what sins that y'all may have thought she has committed. I want y'all to take care of her. Be merciful. All right? And you have to, because my uncle, he was just telling me how a wonderful man Chester is and how the company is such a good company. So, you know, take care of her. All right? Now, who you going to see now?
I'm going to see
Miss
Glennis Hannah Martin.
Who you going to see?
Miss Glennis Hannah Martin.
Because you are one of the
women them.
Who you going to see?
Miss Glennis Hannah Martin.
Glennis, I'm sending a whole Negro woman to you, and I want you to take care of her. Chester, I don't want to get upset. My uncle loves you, okay? This is one of the women them.
Yes, sir.
Tell them, are you one of the women them?
I am one of the women them.
Philip Brave Davis, this one of the women them. Glennis Hannah Martin, this is one of the women them. Chester Cooper, she is one of the woman them. Go see Glennis Hannah. This is Freedom March. I'll be right back after the break.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in Nassau, the Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. My spiritual advisor, praise the Lord, Bradley Roll, is here. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you, Mr. Monker.
Well, Brother Roll, you sat in studio over the last 18 minutes when a 31-year-old Negro woman who came on, Miss Lakeisha Delaveau, and she declared that she is one of the woman them, and she accepts my leadership. And as leader of all the woman them, I have no other choice but to listen to her complaint.
Absolutely.
And was I wrong to send her to decent Miss Glennis Hannah Martin.
I don't think so.
Well,
I
this is
mean,
powerful.
You send her in a direction so she can get some help.
Of course.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's a noble thing for you to do, Mr. Monka.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
And let me encourage you, Mr. Monka. You know, I've been watching you for a while. I've seen you done
Wow.
some really good, humane things.
Man, my spiritual advisor, why are you flattering me
No, but
today?
it's the truth. You're a man that has the heart for the people.
I thank you for those kind
And
words.
you know, this is very noble.
Thank you.
As
Thank you.
as a person who, of course, is a Bahamian and one who fights for Bahamians.
Yes.
I would even go on a limb to say, Mr. Monka, that you're not far from the kingdom. You,
Wow.
you have the heart and the mind of a Christian,
Well,
which
my
is good.
spiritual advisor, I am a Christian.
I know you're Catholic, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And we are a Christian community.
Of course.
Yeah.
You sympathize as well as you empathize with people, which
That-
is good.
This
which
is
good.
powerful. And of
Absolutely.
course, she is one of the woman
Woman Dam.
dam. It's a new day in the history of the country
Absolutely.
because I'm the first man to emerge as leader of the woman dam. And we're going to protect the woman dam. As simple as that. And anyone who moves unjustly against any woman, they shall be condemned. And I will call on the man them to let's march on them. So this is powerful. I, Chester Cooper, he is my brother in the PLP. And I want him to work out things and see how best we can resolve it. As simple as that.
So, what is she fighting for?
Well, essentially, it is an industrial-related matter that needs a lot of humanitarianism
Yeah.
in it.
I'd say so.
And a lot of, compassion, negotiation, and compromise.
Okay.
Because the woman them are in a revolutionary mood. And it is the woman them who are telling me all over the Bahamas that they're ready to come to the defense of the Progressive Liberal Party. It's powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Folks, at the top of the news is Candia Dames National Review. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of August, 2017. And all I pray for Candia, that woman, would not change. And all I ask, that she would put down the poison ink. It is as if she is buying gallons. So obviously, she's not safe. Candia, put down this poison ink. Because there are powerful men and women who are not afraid of you. And so today, she run what I call red propaganda, F&M propaganda. And I have to challenge it because I'm 60. Don't mind what Dame Joan Sawyer say. I only say one thing to Dame Joan. Dame Joan, I's cousin Evelyn, grandson from Forest. Let me say it one more time. Dame Joan Sawyer, I is cousin Evelyn from Forest, grandson. Mama, before she died, told me family history, family story. So I am well armored. Well armored. Okay? I only want to make that clear one more time. Dame Joan Sawyer, I is cousin Evelyn, grandson from Forest, Exuma. That's all I can say. Reflect on it. I is Missy Adley, great grandson. All right? I just want you to know it. And like Rollwell people, Dame Joan, I say, Harky Christ, kill him dead. I'll suck. I better not repeat everything that Rollwell people would say. I just want them to know who I is. I is cousin Missy from Forest, great grandson. I've just spoken in court to Dame Joan Sawyer because there is a Negro who can speak to her in the language of Rollwell people. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's look at what is going on here. Candia is not safe. She's not fair. She's attacking the opposition unjustly. Let's look at it. Let's look at her newspaper. Where's my reading glass, my spiritual advisor?
There you go.
Found it. I'm looking at the National Review. Today is Wednesday, August 9th, 2017. I can give the Guardian little business. You see, I ain't got a hard heart. My heart is kind. And I need Candia to make a little salary. So you all go and buy the Guardian. So you all could read what I call idle, red propaganda. All right? Now, Candia has a problem. That His Grace, Bishop Neil Ellis, has come to speak for a member of his church, namely the Honorable Shane Gibson. What did Candia say when Johnny Bullet Bostwick bought not only a bishop, but a bishop for Nassau, the Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos? Who did he bring? He bought His Eminence, Bishop Lige Boyd. He bought him. One. They were not satisfied that Bishop Boyd would have been sufficient. So what did they do? They sent for a second bishop. What Bishop Hall for his name, my spiritual?
Simeon.
Bishop Simeon Hall, the bishop from the southern part of the island. They were not satisfied that those two bishops were religious enough. We got report that the Negro man who was wearing black was an Obeah man. Now, I don't know if they sent for the Obeah man, but the word I got is that in the church, in the courts, were three spiritually gifted men. We know that Bishop Simeon Hall is a born-again Christian. We also know that Bishop Lige Boyd is a born-again Christian. My God, did we really need an Obeah man? Did we really need an Obeah man? I'm not saying that they bought the Obeah man there, but that's the report that I got. In the case of His Eminence, Bishop Neil Ellis, to the best of my knowledge, he did not show up at the court. But he's speaking out for his parishioner. And any decent, responsible pastor of a church, if he sees his member being abused, has a duty, a moral duty, a Christian duty to speak out. Now, I could criticize Bishop Neil Ellis, because Bishop Neil Ellis, right, made a fundamental error. I read it in the Punch, where the Punch said that the bishop said he voted F&M. So I could criticize him on that regard, but I'll leave it alone. So there's nothing wrong with Bishop Neil Ellis speaking out for Shane Gibson. There is nothing wrong with the Archbishop of the Anglican Church, His Grace, the Right Reverend Drexel W. Gomez, speaking up. But Candia didn't see when they brought an Obeah man to the court. Didn't see it. And two bishops. And an immediate governor general. It's amazing. And then, what do you expect from Brendan, Henry Bostwick, son-in-law? What you expect? The police were F&Ms who took John to court. Watch what they did with John Bostwick. They never handcuffed him to the back. They handcuffed Senator John Bostwick at front and allow him to cover the handcuffs.
With a jacket.
With a jacket. So if you were to Google John's photograph, You will never see his hands in cuff. In fact, I'm suspicious that he never was handcuffed because I couldn't see it. In the case of Shane Gibson, my spiritual advisor, they ensure that we saw the handcuff because they took a photograph from behind. And the same thing was applicable to the former cabinet minister, Kenry Dossett, and Senator Frank Smith. So, the Nassau Guardian is playing double standard. Nothing wrong with a whole Obeah man. I didn't say John bought him there, but he was in the courts. A whole Obeah man. And then they had Bishop Simeon Hall, my spiritual advisor. Have you been following this new row?
No, I haven't. I haven't been following.
You have not?
No.
So I'll leave you alone then.
Yeah,
or do you still wish to comment?
So listen, this new round now that you're going to pick with Candace in today's Wednesday? Oh, the National Review today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Man, Candace,
Let me follow you. What is she saying?
Candace is talking about full outrage. All right? And she is critical of the fact that His Grace, Bishop Neil Ellis.
Why do you call him His Grace, though?
Let's not. I warned you before. My spiritual advisor.
That's exactly what I am.
What?
I have a problem with that.
No, but don't advise me on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, anyhow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right? And so there she is complaining. But she saw nothing. When Lige Boyd, the Bishop of Nassau, the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos Island, when he showed up.
Yes, he supported John Boswick. Yeah, a few of them were there.
Yeah.
As
and for
moral
two
support.
reasons. One, John Boswick is the bishop's cousin.
Right, I think you did mention that.
Yes. Not only is he the bishop's cousin, the bishop is his spiritual leader
Okay.
in the church. Simeon Hall is John Boswick's cousin. Only the retired governor general. So other folks, I cannot prove if he is related. But Sir Arthur lived so well with John's mother and father that they got him to show up. So, can they do me fair? And I say that a bishop should speak out against injustices, and particularly as it affects his parish, his church member. And then we see where Candia attacked an honorable senator, Senator Fred Mitchell. But Senator Fred Mitchell is a journalist extraordinaire. He can teach Candia how to write, proofread that which is written, and Fred could teach her how to sing, because Candia can't sing. And so I'm going to read Fred Mitchell's statement. Statement by Senator Fred Mitchell on the headline and story by Candia Dames of the Nassau Guardian for immediate release, 9th of August, 2017. This is Fred Mitchell now. Someone pointed out to me this morning that Candia has written a piece in the Nassau Guardian using my picture with the headline, Unhinged. I'm happy to collect the Nassau Guardian's money for this clearly libelous assertion about me. When this lady, who refuses to accept that there is something improper about her being the managing editor of the Nassau Guardian and shamelessly promoting her brother, the Minister of National Security, on its front pages, finally understands that this is a fundamental conflict of interest and unethical journalistic behavior, then she might be able to talk to me about my views, said Senator Mitchell. Her irrational response to me, her obvious bias and hatred clearly shows that when sawdust was being given out for brains, in her case, it was not in short supply. This is an immediate statement from Senator the Honorable Fred Mitchell, who has just shoved Candia Dance. Candia, man, take one and satisfy. You better be careful, because Fred Mitchell is about to take on the whole of the Nassau Guardian. He can sue you all. Stop it and be fair and stop making a move. All right? So that's what's going on here. There is Candia with her poison pen. Lord, I bring Candia before you, and I ask that you would change Candia's sinful journalistic behavior. All she's doing is trying to crucify and malign the opposition. But I want Candia to know that we, the people there, have a political strategy for her. We soon show up at the Nassau Guardian to picket you, Candia, because you're not fair. And I want you to be fair. All right? I want you to be fair, because your daddy keep throwing me in your face, say, I don't like you and Marvin. I love you and Marvin. All right? But I want you all to stop this wickedness. Okay? Stop it, Candia. All right? Because we're tired of it. So, the controversy rages on. It rages on. Candia just manipulates the Nassau Guardian. And all she's doing is promoting Marvin. Now, Marvin is becoming idle. There he is. Don't want to confirm nor deny that serious threats are being made. And it's so depressing that I never thought that I would live to see in my country where so-called responsible Negro leadership could be talking about people either plotting to commit murder. And murder is a serious, serious matter. No wonder Albany thought that the Menace government was a big joke. No wonder Christopher Annan sat them down after bringing them in a bus. It's amazing. If I was Minister of National Security, I would have told my Prime Minister, for security reason, you ain't gonna be on this bus with all these ministers them. But Marvin ain't thinking. Marvin, you FBI trained. You Canadian trained. The mountain police, they always get their man. In Canada, they train you. Why are you acting like this? All right? Oh boy, I don't know what I can do, my spiritual advisor. What do you suggest I do?
I just need to have a conversation with Candy again.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm scared now.
just have a conversation with her.
The next thing she tell Marvin, then Marvin locked me
I
up.
don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think Marvin will lock me up?
Uh-uh.
You sure?
Mr. Dames to send a message for you, you know.
He did?
Yeah, but I'll give you that off here. I spoke with him.
Is it a wonderful message?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being locked up by that.
You ain't gonna lock me up? Really?
I'm telling you.
This is
Your beef
powerful.
with Candy is your beef with Candy.
Okay.
Now, of course, her father may follow with you, but, you know.
Not
it is
Marvin.
what it- No.
Well, I have lots of beef from Candia that I'd like to argue about,
Oh, I was wondering.
right? Because,
You're a beef with Candia.
yes.
You said you have a lot of beef from Candia.
No,
Oh.
my spiritual advisor. Mind you, wicked.
No, that's what you said.
No. No.
Oh,
Oh, boy. And then, listen to what they say. If the progressive liberal parties and others were complaining regularly about how common people are arraigned, the arguments of Gibson's supposed mistreatment and the treatment of Dorset and Smith at the hands of officers might carry some weight. Well, Candia, what did you do when they locked me up and put handcuff on me? You and Warren McCartney, you all conspired to write a story suggesting that I was a crazy man. That's what y'all did. Within the main self, within the spiteful self. And Candy, I want you to stop it. Because I have power and the gift of power in my words. And I don't want you to miss and slip and buck your big pinky toe. You better stop it. She's just wicked, man. And so beautiful to be so wicked. Stop it, Candia. Help the opposition. It's small. We need help. Candia. And you look like you know how to help us. Goodness of mercy. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We? Who's the we? I mean, you're an FNM. The FNM is not in opposition. You realize what you said just now? You say help
Who told
us.
you that
We
the
are in opposition? You're an FNM.
Yes, I'm an FNM.
Right, but you're not in opposition.
Oh, yes.
The FNM is the governing body.
Loretta, woman supporters in the FNM are being victimized. They're not getting anything. Menacing them. Ain't giving them no contract. I keep saying to them secretly, throw your lot with the PLP. Just keep on your red shirt. It's like me. I'm FNM, but I'm supporting the PLP. And I can't join the PLP because I feel home in the FNM. But I'm going to help the PLP. All right? And I want the woman them to know that we are getting ready to march. And if I'm correct, we shall march in the month of August. Get ready. We're going to march. Because this FNM is wicked. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Anyway, I don't know what I can do with my people. Marvin, don't want to confirm nor deny. Marvin, you're a responsible man. We can't be talking in the country murder. All right? I'm opposed to it. I believe that murderers should be hanged. And if it is true that threats are being made against you, the Prime Minister, the Attorney General, and the State Minister for Legal Affairs, do you know why? Because you Negroes have refused to remove the impediment that prevents the state from executing murderers. Move the impediment so that people will know that murder is a serious thing, that the threats of murder is a serious thing. Huh? If this was in the United States and somebody made these irresponsible remarks about death on the executive branch of the government, the FBI, the CIA, the DEA, and as Pending would say, and all them other A's would have already arrested them. It's irresponsible. And I call on my people, the Negro people, not to threaten politicians, not to threaten local citizens, and particularly the Prime Minister, the Attorney General, the State Minister responsible for legal affairs, and of course, Marvin Dames. Please don't. That isn't right. We want a society where the politics is peaceful. You could row, you could curse, you could boo, you could heckle, but there will be no blood shed. That's the kind of society that we want, where the democracy is peaceful, all right? And those who try to perpetrate and perpetuate this kind of talk are gangsters. I'm 60, and I've read enough and watched enough documentary to tell my people, the Negro people, that the FNM appears to want to take us back to 1972. But as Papa would have said, the devil is a liar, and we shall not take that road. And ministers better be responsible, because one day the FNM will be gone in a twinkling of an eye. In a twinkling of an eye, the FNM will be gone, and the People's Party, the PLP, will be back. And I don't want them to do to you that which you are doing to them. So stop it and be responsible, which in the main heart itself, gone. You'll get hog hard. Lord, have mercy on my people. We have sinned. This is freedom.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and I'm the defender of the woman them. I'm the woman them sugar. My spiritual advisor is Bradley Roll. Would you like to join me in being the woman them sugar?
No, yeah, you know, I can't get involved in being no sugar like that, you know.
Okay.
I got to live straight and upright.
Well, what are you suggesting?
When you say you're the woman them sugar, what do you mean?
Exactly what I mean, what I say. Woman them sugar.
You're the woman them sugar.
I have to send a word out to the barbershops. I now speak to a Pacific barbershop, to Gary. This is Monker. Gary at the G barbershop. A Negro male shall appear at the barbershop at exactly 6 p.m. You will recognize him when he asks your name. He will say to you, "Where is Gary?" You will tell him that you are Gary. And then he will say that I sent him there. This is the question to ask him. Ask him when I was born. He should say to you, the 30th of November, 1956. And then Gary, the code word, he is the smartest Negro in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Whatever he asks, please do it. And send the bill to me. Gary, all right? Do that for me. I'm showing off. I'm trying to impress him. He's a brilliant man, and I need something from him, and all he needs is a haircut. All right? So take good care, Gary. And to my Jamaicans barbershop, I shall send a code to you. Stand still steady until you see me. It's powerful. So, what time is it, my spiritual advisor?
We're looking at about 3 minutes after 5.
This is powerful. I have a phone call. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monker and the spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, Mr. Monker?
Yes?
I have a few questions for you.
Okay, you're going to put question to me. Go ahead, my sister.
Okay, what I would like to know, because I understand that some people said to be put out hit on the Prime Minister, the Attorney General, and Mr. Deems and others.
Yes.
Okay, what I want to know, if this is so, are they investigating this?
Well,
And if they are not investigating it, where does that leave us? That tells us that either there's the one who making up these stories and not telling the truth, and it's not fair to make up these kind of serious accusation about people, because we are all
Yes.
sin and come short of God's glory. And I would like to know, because I heard on the radio where Mr. Newbold came forward and he said it's not a serious threat.
wow.
And the Prime Minister and those are well protected.
Wow.
How could he confirm that they are well protected? He don't sleep with them.
No.
And the police them don't sleep with them. He could only speak for himself.
That is true.
And my other question, I thought the people voted for Mr. Minnis
Yes.
as Prime Minister, not Mr. Newbold. So where all of this power come from? We are not living in the U.S. We are Bahamians.
Well, the Negroes are
so
playing
let's
white.
live as Bahamian and do unto others as we would have them do unto us.
Yes.
I would like also to know, if this is not serious, then what would they call serious?
Yes.
And why the Prime Minister a limit to speak to the Bahamian people
I don't know.
every 3 months?
My God. I don't know what's going on.
Every 3 months?
I believe they
Who
have them.
are we?
We're a bunch of
We
King
living in the
George
streets
III
like this.
Negroes.
We are Bahamians.
We are Bahamians.
We are Bahamians.
I don't know what this is.
And you know, all I'm going to say, either they look at us as we crazy,
Yes.
or we senseless,
Yes.
or we don't care what they throw at us, we should swallow it. But I'm going to say, if one cannot be truthful to themselves,
My God.
it's impossible for them to be truthful to anyone else.
This is
And I'm
powerful.
glad when you bring up the bullet with Mr. Boswick.
Uh-huh.
All of that,
Yes.
the ministers of the gospel, they could run out to the court.
Yes.
But then time for me and you who are really, truly people who trying to serve God in spirit and in truth,
Oh,
their
hallelujah.
eyes closed, their nose closed,
My
their
Lord.
mouth closed, everything closed. So if we can do things, let's do it in decency
And in order.
and in order.
Oh, praise
And
the
I'm
Lord.
going to say to everyone who is Bahamian tonight, hold up your head.
Hold up your head.
Why? Know who you vote for.
Yes.
Know who's running the country. Do we know who running the country?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No.
Because it seems as if Mr. Newbold have all the say and nobody vote for him.
Wow.
Prime Minister. So I want you to have a blessed
But
evening.
before you
God
go, I
continue
want to
to
ask
keep
you one
strong.
question. Hold on a second. Don't leave me yet. How
Oh.
old are you, Mama?
Huh?
How old are you? I'm curious.
I 70 plus.
Okay, you're a wonderful woman. Get ready because I'm needing all of you all to march with me.
Thank you kindly.
You take good care.
You know I love you.
I know you love me, Mama.
You take your baby.
God save the Queen. I got another.
Bye-bye.
Okay, another phone call. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Moncur.
Hello, my dear. What's on
I'm
your mind?
Spiritual advisor.
Hi, how are you?
How are you both today?
We're doing great.
Mr. Moncur, I
My-
noted with interest yesterday's Punch headline, hit put on PM to kill blitz on corruption.
It's
which you
disgraceful.
spoke about yesterday.
Yes.
Today's papers, it says here in the journal, death threats downplayed
What is this?
by Mr. Newbold. Then in the Guardian, it says here, in today's Guardian,
Yes.
government won't be intimidated. This is Dames.
My God.
Dames, threats won't scare us.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Monker, I credit myself with intelligence, and I know you and your spiritual advisor to be intelligent man.
You look like an
These
intelligent
people
woman. You
obviously
sound
think
like.
that we are Palm Sunday Cadillacs in this country.
Wow.
Because why would you have such a serious headline in the papers yesterday about threats, and then today for them to come back and say that they're downplaying it?
Yeah.
You know, I agree with what you said yesterday, Mr. Monker.
What did I say?
Nobody in the PLP has these threats. In fact, nobody in this country are threatening these people.
No.
Bahamians, we don't do things like that.
No.
No.
Okay? And I think it is wrong, it is irresponsible, and what Marvin Dame should do, and Kendia, see, nothing she does surprises me, you know. You see, it is fine and good for her to down the opposition because she doesn't want people to really talk about her brother,
Yes.
who is failing as the Minister of National Security.
Failing.
With all the murders we have in this country, why don't she address his performance?
She hiding it.
Okay? But she wants to attack other people.
Yeah.
All right? Mr. Monker, what we need to do now, whoever gave this information to the Punch, Ivan Johnson or whoever should be held responsible.
Of course.
It's serious. If what he's saying, whoever he got his intelligence
Exactly.
from, it need to be brought forward. So this hogwash today about being downplayed, Bahamians are not going to buy it.
No.
We're not fools,
No.
okay? And these people need to stop playing games,
Yeah.
you know?
You're right.
But anyhow, I noticed too in the papers today about Bishop Delton Fernandez, the stand he is taking.
Yes.
And I noticed still there are some of these religious leaders who are all on these boards now.
Yeah.
They're silent. They're not supporting him.
Yes.
You know, but it just goes to show you, Mr. Monco. You see, we are a bunch of, like you say, King George III Negroes.
That's
Plenty
who
of
they
these
are.
people are not serious. They're
Yeah.
full of Jesus, but they don't know Christ.
Amen,
Absolutely.
sister.
Anyhow, you all have a blessed
But
afternoon.
before you
Listen.
go,
God- Yes, sir.
I am organizing all the women them to
Oh, no, don't
march.
worry. Mr. Monka, I'm almost 60 years old. I'm catching you up, and I am ready to march.
Okay.
My shoes are ready.
This is powerful.
I'm one of the women them.
God
and
save the
I'm
Queen.
ready, willing, and able
This is
to
powerful.
stand up for my country.
This is powerful.
Absolutely.
Thank
Well,
you very much.
Take good care.
Interesting
Okay.
caller.
Opposition leader Philip Brave Davis, he has warned them, arrest is damaging the Bahamas' reputation. Because essentially, ministers telling the world that the crooks are in the PLP. But certainly, the PLP is comprised of Negroes. And the FNM, they are Negroes in the majority. So you're saying corruption is only in the PLP? Communists, you should hang your head in shame. All right? You better stop this, because Wayne Monroe is preparing a list. And I am intimidated by the list. All right? Men, stop. Please stop it. All right? Because you know what Papa say. Stop it. It's powerful. What is taking place.
He said there were crooks in the FNM as well. The gangsters in the FNM?
Papa says plenty there. Yeah. Opposition leader Philip Brave Davis said yesterday that while the arrest and subsequent arraignments of 3 former Progressive Liberal Party parliamentarians have hurt the party, those arrests will do even more damage to the country's international image. We are hearing it already, Davis told the media. We are getting calls not just from across the country, but from around the Caribbean about how these are being played out in the general public, particularly from the investment community. Where is this going to be going? See, they may think that they are hurting the PLP. Yes, while they might be hurting the PLP, they are doing more damage to the country. So, Mr. Philip Brave Davis, who are you? You are the leader of the opposition in this country. And it's time that you take the Bahamian people to the streets. It's time for us to march against the forces led by an evil spirit. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Munker.
Good afternoon, sister.
And good afternoon to the spiritual advisor.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
What I'd like to know, Mr. Munker,
Yes?
if Warren Miller, Lanisha Roll, if they lost the keys for their headquarters, because everything is closed now. I'd like to know if they lost the keys for those headquarters.
Well, let's fax them and ask them. Let's fax them. Let's
And
call
Mr.
them.
Munker,
Yes?
I will let the march with all of my tennis them on. I ready to march. I'm one of the women them.
But listen, I am the leader of all the women them.
All right, the PLP all the way.
Well, I'm waiting on Philip Brave Davis because
Yes, we need to march.
I don't want to take the party over. Because all the women them on my side, and I was in Foxhill last night, and I got a shock as the man them declare that they are also ready to march.
Well, I'm willing to march. I'm ready to march.
And I want
I'm
you to
ready to
bring...
get rid of these F&M.
This is powerful.
You have a nice day, Mr. Munker.
God save the Queen. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello, speak to me. Speak
Hello.
Yes, my sister. Are you ready to march?
Good evening, Mr. Munker, and good evening to Spiritual Advisor.
Good evening.
Hi, how you doing?
Speak to me. Don't listen to the TV.
Mr. I have a question for you. Can you tell me where is our Commissioner Greenslade?
At the moment, I have called some of the ancestors. You know, Greenslade is a Monker. I'm a Monker, and I've called for the elders of the Monkers tribe to find out if he is safe. Because it sounds like they have him kidnapped. Because nobody seems to know where he is. All right? I don't know what's going on. We need to find him. All right?
Because I understood, during they were arresting these MPs, and I understood that he was asked to go and arrest them, and he said, no, he is not doing it.
Really?
And, they probably move him, or you can't hear from him, or what's going on.
Well, I just hope he's safe, because this reminded me.
What kind of country we living in right now?
I don't know.
It looked like this a circus government. He looked like he running a circus ring or something.
That's because we wouldn't march.
And a spiteful government at that too.
Yeah, you are right. It's time
like
to
you
march.
say, he can't be saved.
No. Listen,
he need to step back and rethink what he is doing, because he is wreaking havoc on this country.
Who
and
has,
he need to watch what he is saying and what he is doing.
Who?
What goes around comes around.
Now listen
what
to me for a second.
What goes up must come down. He
Sister,
better be careful, because he's
sister,
treading lightly. God make Oakley, but he don't like it.
Listen to me now. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who you mean?
I mean, had the government run in this country.
Okay. Are you ready to march?
Of course I am.
You have children who can march?
Yes, I will.
But listen to me. Get ready, because the leader of the woman dam is about to take to the street. You take good care.
Tell Brave he need to head the march up. Time to rally and sally.
Say that again. Say it one more time. Go ahead, sister. Talk to me one more time.
Tell Brave he need to head this march. It's time for us to get up and stand up and rally and sally in this country.
You are one of the woman dam.
If you don't stand for nothing, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
This is powerful. You take good care.
You have a good evening.
God save the Queen. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Hello.
What's on your mind?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Munker. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Hi, how you doing?
I want to let you know all of this arresting of the MPs and things, this is only a ploy for them to use in the upcoming general election next 5 years when it's time to campaign.
You're
they
smart.
could be dragging them in and out of court.
That is true.
With the same foolishness. That's all this is.
That's
this
all
is only
this
a
is.
step leading. They campaign and they starting to campaign now.
Yes, that is true.
And one other thing.
Yes.
It's amazing how no police children is get arrested or be in trouble. They need to give the rest of the country the remedy to raise good children.
That's
so they
powerful.
can stay out of the law hand.
Okay. Well, I thank you for those kind words.
You're welcome.
You take good care. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka. How are you and to your guest?
Listen, I'm angry.
Okay, well, I'm one of the women there.
Oh, praise the Lord.
One of the women there that was fired from BAF Financial.
You got fired too?
Yes, I did.
I gonna have to
After
send you
13 years.
I gonna have to send you to Glennis Hannah Martin. All right?
Okay.
Because I can't have the woman them being fired without just cause.
I'm not being paid, not one dime.
Okay,
Nothing.
You know Lakeisha Delaveau?
Yes, I do.
You find her and tell her I say take you to see decent Glennis Hannah Martin. Now, are you one of the women there?
Yes, I am.
This is powerful. You take good care, okay?
Okay, you too.
God save the Queen. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. This is powerful. So, I am told that Dame Joan Sawyer is criticizing Philip Brave Davis on his decision to carry out political action. Dame Joan, I want you to be careful because I'm aware of the letter that you wrote to the Commissioner of Police in defense of the right of Ranad Hanfield, that turncoat activist. You demanded from the Commissioner of Police that Ranad and them should be able to march. So what is wrong, Dame Joan, of Philip Brave Davis as leader of the opposition marching? It is a democracy, and we have the right to march against anything that we perceive is unjust. So, Dame Joan, I want you to stop it, because I's cousin Evelyn grandson, as Missy Adley great-grandson, that is a coded message, because I's a man, could run on, and I don't want to do that to you, because I love you, and Papa love you. I want you to stop it. We are marching peacefully. This is a democracy, all right? I want you to stop it, all right? Because it was you who suggested that the FNM should charge Jerome Fitzgerald. It's in the newspaper, all right? I don't want to march against you because, remember, I wrote you a letter in 1999. I don't want to go back to them old talks. I don't want to go back to them old talks. So I want you to keep calm and let democracy flourish. Let peaceful marches and demonstrations take place, because we have to challenge the FNM. We have to.
Mr. Moncado, in all fairness to Dame Joan Sawyer, right?
Go ahead.
She states her reasoning for wanting the leader of the opposition to pull back.
And I have my reason for objecting to her.
She gave a reason, right?
She was Chief Justice.
So,
right?
you don't agree with her reasoning? Because it sounds reasonable to me.
What is her reason, my spiritual advisor?
I mean, we got some issues going on in the country
She's
from a
an
legal
F&M.
perspective. Wow.
And I'm not listening to her.
Why would you do that?
What you mean? You heard what I just told her? Dame Joan, I am Missy Adderley, great-grandson from Forest. Watch out for me. All I got is memory and information.
Wow.
I'm sending her a message.
She's a pretty reasonable person.
Dame
Mr.
Jones.
You know that. She's pretty reasonable.
If you say she is pretty reasonable.
She is.
You now are inviting me to counter that, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because she held high office. All I'm saying to her is, Dame Jones, Sawyer, Missy Adley, great-grandson from Forest. If you remember Forest, nigger village. Watch out for me, eh? God has given me a gift.
Well, it seems as if you're mixing oranges and apples, eh?
That's because you, who are a descendant,
Rollville.
You ain't know what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. I don't want fire no political shots at Dame Joan.
What a time.
All right? This Dame Joan, who opened a case after the law say it was closed. All right? You ain't know nothing about what I'm saying, right? Dame Joan Sawyer was presiding over a case. The prosecution closed. The defense closed. And then the prosecution said to her, we want you to open it up. And she opened it up. You ain't know nothing about that, and you should read what the Court of Appeal had to say about her. I don't want to get into no running on. All right? Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. We're marching. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Senator. How you doing?
I'm fine, but angry. Go ahead.
No need to be angry.
Okay, then.
No need to be angry.
I'll
just
drink
pray.
some water.
No need to be angry. Just pray.
Okay, sir.
Now, what's going on in the country right now is that we have to weed all the corruption out, and this is what the attempt that the Prime Minister is attempting to do right this time.
What is he attempting to do?
He can't be doing everything wrong, Mr. Monk.
Well, let's examine that.
And I know that you are not fully behind him or just slightly behind him. But not everything that he does is wrong. I mean,
you're a reasonable man. I
can
can talk to
corruption
you.
On both sides.
You're reasonable. Now, Minnis is guilty of corruption because he did not comply with the Public Disclosure Act. How do we deal with that?
Well, that is an issue unto itself. But
how do we deal with a man who committed the act in 2007 when Mr. Ingram told him to divest and did not divest it, did not get a resolution of the House of Assembly? I say to Minnis, he who comes to equity must come with, go ahead.
Clean hands.
And his hands are dirty. The left hand and the right hand. You take good care.
You too, sir.
God save the Queen.
Have a great evening.
Yeah. Minutes should be like me.
Yeah,
welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Moncur.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon to your spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I am very well, thank you.
Great.
But I, too, would like to know what has happened to our decent Commissioner of Police.
I don't know where they got him.
What has they done to him?
I don't know.
Because we, the women, them below East Street Hill.
Yes.
They say when Baintown woman catch a fire, the devil run.
The devil gotta run.
They never meet East Street women yet. And we are ready to march on whoever is responsible for whatever is happening to him because it's wrong and we are mad as hell.
Wow.
So just tell them, don't mess with him.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Do well, my sister. Listen. Tell that caller they're going to have to hold on because we're going to break. Listen, Marvin, the woman them want to know where the Commissioner of Police is. Can you bring him out so we can see him? The woman them wants to know. A hunt to find Ellison Greenslade. Anybody know where the commissioner of police is? The woman that want to know. And hell has no fury. Like Baintown woman when they catch a fire. This is Freedom March. Where is Green Sled?
Do you have something to say to the senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monker, only on ILTV. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in Nassau, Bahamas. Rodney Monk is my name, and Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. Last night, Bradley and I, we went to historic Fox Hill, where we met our people, the Negro people. And I was so impressed by members of the Congo tribe who lives in that part of Fox Hill Village. And I met a wonderful Negro lady, and she and I did a little dance, a little Congo dance, but I'm 60 and she's young. So her back is stronger than mine, and she had a better wine than me. But I try my best, because many years ago, when I was a youth, I did lots of dancing. Because, you know, I'm old. And we had a wonderful time, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fox Hill Day was well supported.
And I was shocked of the treatment of the woman there. I mean, Fox Hill might be a better place for me to hide than to hide in Camp Road. Because starting this weekend, I'm going back into hiding from Dr. Minnis and Marvin Dames, because I don't know what is taking place. But before we start shout-outs, I need to look at the Bahama Journal, because it appears to me that the Bahama Journal has been much fairer to the opposition leader. So I want to just say something here. The Bahama Journal pointed out that during an interview with reporters following the Fox Hill Day church services yesterday, opposition leader Philip Brave Davis openly blamed the government for smearing the country's image in light of all arraignments of previous high officials. Davis sensed an anger that is permeating the air in the society, and much of it is due in part of the government's witch hunt. They are not balancing against the reputation of both domestically and internationally of our country. The opposition leader advised the government to go and look at the report. The opposition leader advised the government to go and look at the Robert Hall Commission of Inquiry report and find out what and the mature manner in which it was dealt with. However, Davis does not deny the call for action against ministers that abuse their powers and misconduct in office. Will the opposition leader please make available to me Robert Hall's Commission of Inquiry? I'm not aware of that one, and I'd like, for the purposes of education. I want to salute all the Negro women and men in Fox Hill who played a major role in the festival committee. Barry Wilmore. Barry, your wonderful wife. She's one of the women there, Miss Wilmore. Maurice Tynes, Clinton Pierce, Craig Miller, Roddy Knowles, Kimberly Ferguson, Deborah Cash, Charlene Curry, Paula Hall, Olive Mackey, Sophia Moss, Annette Humes, Denise Dossett, Stephen Baston, and the festival Junkanoo Runout sponsor. Anyway, I hope I don't get in trouble, but they want me to say that BTC sponsored them. And then, of course, I had pleasure in running into Minister Evangeline Ramming and her husband, the Reverend J. Carl Ramming. And so I want everybody to know that Mrs. Ramming, she loves Freedom March. That's Reuben Ramming's mom. Look, Mrs. Ramming, I'm not going to curse out Reuben that much anymore, having met you and discovering that you are such a wonderful, wonderful Negro lady. And of course, I also had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Gianni, or please forgive me, Moss. And no, I didn't meet her. I'm wrong. But I salute her. She's the first woman custom officer, Dr. Jimini Moss. I want you to call that number.
Yes.
So that I can hear from the Negro man. My spiritual
of course,
advisor,
we have some text, yeah.
What is his name?
Mr. Julian Roll. He's the CFO at Financial.
What's CFO mean?
I don't know. Probably the Chief Financial Officer, I guess.
Okay. I hope he's a saved man.
Yeah.
Get him.
So get him, yeah, so we can speak with him. And then, we have over 215 texts until you get the call.
He calls.
Okay, good day, Mr. Monken, spiritual advisor. I want to send a shout out to the women them in Bryland. They is your biggest supporters, Eloise Knowles and the rest of them.
I want y'all to come to Nassau to join the march.
Good afternoon, leader, Mr. Spiritual Advisor. We are three of the women them. The whole office is listening to you.
Wow.
Please send a shout out to Marcia, Michelle, and Shelley.
Marcia, Michelle, and Shelley. Are y'all truly the woman them? Because I need woman to defend the democracy against this mean-spirited F&M. My spiritual advisor.
You got him online?
Yes. What's his name again?
Mr. Julian Roll.
Hello, Julian Roll. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka. How are you?
I am fine. I understand that you are associated with BAF?
Yes, sir. I'm the CFO of BAF.
What does the word CFO mean?
I'm the Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Monka.
This is powerful. I no doubt you would have heard that a Negro lady, she appeared on the show, and she made certain allegations that has left me very emotionally devastated. What is your defense against those serious allegations against the woman them?
Well, Mr. Monka, we are actually surprised that you didn't reach out to us directly on having heard those, because we know that you are aware of how to reach us very quickly.
What my reason?
We're always very happy to work with you.
I could not do it because, you see, Chester Cooper, not only is he the MP for Exuma, where my ma was born, my grandma was born, my great-grandma was born, and them. And he's PLP. And while I is F&M, and I now support the PLP as an F&M, and I need to be fair to one of the women them. And so that is why I didn't make no contact. But now that I have you, is there a Negro official who would be willing to come on Freedom March so that I could see them, look them in their eyes, and determine the veracity of whatever information they will provide? Can I have somebody?
Well, I can certainly give you a summary now, and then we are happy to be able to come on the show whenever you think it's available.
Okay.
I'd like to say that the former agent was terminated because of poor performance, and it had nothing to do with her being sick. Her poor performance was documented over and repeatedly, and that is the reason that she was terminated.
Well,
she has been to the labor board. She's been to several attorneys, not affiliated or conflicted in any way with BAF, and they all told her that she had no case. And then she decided to take her cause to you and only tell her side of the story, and we don't believe that was the right thing to do. So we wanted to call and at least let you know that we have gone through the proper processes. She's resorted to your show to speak badly about our company. We've been in business for almost 100 years, and we've dealt with labor matters in accordance with the law. over that entire time.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Why, if her performances were bad, why terminate her while she was on her sick bed?
We didn't terminate her while she was on her sick bed, sir. We terminated her due to poor performance.
No, you
she
missed
is
my
an
question.
agent of the company.
No, listen to me one more time. Let me try it again. I'm not as educated. She has alleged that the termination took place while she was out sick. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Why fire her while she is sick? Why could it not be done when she was
on the job?
Yes.
Well, certainly we would have followed all of the legal procedures. We would have taken in consideration everything that you are speaking about now.
Including that this Negro woman was sick?
Yes, of course.
And fire her while she was sick?
We did not fire her while she was sick, Mr. Boyd.
But that is what she tell me.
Performance.
No, I hear the ultimate reason, but I'm saying, why do it on the sick bed? Could you not have waited for her to heal and return? I think it seems sinful that you would fire her at her weakest hour.
Mr. Bonco, we would never do something of that nature. We would always follow the requirements of the law. And we have done so. And I think what you can take from this is we haven't gone ahead and done anything that's illegal. She has indicated that she's gone to a number of lawyers. They have not been willing to take on her case. She has indicated she's gone to the labor board, and they would not support her in further action.
Well, I'm displeased over the allegation that she has made against Morgan. She said that Morgan put her outside the meeting and meet with management. That reminded me when Dame Jones Sawyer, took the now judge, who was the prosecutor, upstairs, and they left me downstairs. And I was suspicious from
Mr. Monka, I couldn't respond in any way to the actions of the labor board.
I'm only comparing. Sure. Look, I am demanding respectfully, as an older brother. Am I older than you? I'm 60.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it possible that me and a lawyer who I haven't spoken to yet, Deason Glennis Hannah Martin, can't we meet with you with a view of, resolving this? Because the woman is one of the woman them. And you see, as one of the woman them, Chester has political ambition. And I shall judge Chester based on what woman tell me. You follow?
Certainly, Mr. Wonka. I would tell you we would be happy to discuss the matter with you if she were to retain another attorney. And then we would say also that we cannot pay money to people with no cause because we obviously wouldn't be in business very long.
Why are you preempting me? Why are you setting this rule? You should have an open mind. I might be able to convince you and Chester that there is little, damages. That's all. But don't start it off because I am coming for the money for the woman. You follow?
Well, I don't. We have gone through the process. We are convinced that there are no damages to her. We have done what is required of us by law and to be fair to all of our staff. And we try to make sure that we continue to do that all the way through every process.
So
like I said, we are happy to discuss the matter.
100
However,
years.
we believe we have acted properly.
You all been around for 100 years?
Almost.
Really?
1920, sir.
My grandma used to complain a lot about you all,
Well, Mr. Monka, I hope that we satisfied her in the end.
British American, right?
Yes, sir.
Mama cursed y'all out for years. You follow?
Well, I certainly understand, Mr. Monka.
I got
we hope we treated her fairly, and we look forward to discussing anything that we need to with you.
Unhappy. Listen, talk to Chester. Tell Chester he is PLP. This is one of the woman them. And I need her to march. I need her to march, her ma to march. And I think that Chester's a saved man. She's a saved woman. And certainly, two saved people Mussy could sit down and resolve this amicably. Don't harden your heart because there's power in my tongue. And I could see things. You follow?
Well, certainly, I hope that
I can see things.
while you use your platform, you will be fair to all parties involved.
Oh yeah.
And that you would also recognize that once we have acted in accordance with the law, you wouldn't open yourself up for any liability on our part.
Goodness me, look how you,
as it relates to this.
Look how you are threatening me. Don't you ever,
sir.
Listen to me, don't you ever threaten me. That is so unfair. That is so unkind. I'm a politician, and Chester has political ambition. And if I sense that he has used you to threaten me, then it will be the end of a relationship which I have not yet formed with him. Please don't threaten me.
No, sir. Certainly no threat.
Listen,
no
it's a threat. You just told me that I'll be sued. Don't threaten me. Please don't.
No,
I'm a
no,
politician.
sir. That's not at all what
I
I'm
can wage political war against Chester Cooper. Don't threaten me. I'm only the woman them sugar. And she has come. And she has complained. And I have attempted to assist her peacefully. So don't threaten me, for I am your brother. You heard me? Hello? Goodness me, hang up on me.
No, the phone just...
Honey, hang up on me.
I don't think so. The
Tout le
phone...
monde haïtien, aujourd'hui, yon femme, nek, a vini, pour expliquer problème, il gagne avec BAF Financial. Yon garçon, noir, qui est responsable pour BAF, il relève moi, pour expliquer problème avec femme là. Konya, il dit, est-ce que moi créé problème pour nous? Yo, mettez-moi dans carte. Oh, papa nous qui n'a cela, c'est pour nous respecter. Oh. Wow. Why is Chester treating me like this? And I got a match with him. Goodness of mercy. What is this?
It's not Chester.
What's
you may finish reading some more text, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, where did Negro man? What is the man name? I'm offended the man hung up on me.
No, I don't think he hung up on you.
My spiritual advisor, I'm 60.
I don't think he hung up.
What is the name of the
I think there was
Negro man?
interruption in the call.
What is the name of the man?
Mr. Julian Roll.
Julian Roll.
Be fair with him.
You know him?
Be fair with him.
Do you know him?
He sounds
you
very
know
professional.
him?
No, I don't know him.
Use a roll.
Yeah, but I don't know him. But he sounds very
Hold on.
professional, and it
Let's hear
seems as if his heart is right.
Hello, Julian Roll.
Hello, Mr. Monka. I do apologize. It seemed that we got cut off.
Okay,
yes.
So what were you telling me now?
No, Mr. Monka, we certainly wouldn't threaten you. We are definitely into the
They don't like me.
Hear him out, Mr.
Hold
Monka.
on.
Hear him out.
My spiritual advisor use a roll and he's a roll.
Hear him out, Mr. Monka.
You hear me? Please don't threaten me. They don't like me.
Well, I don't think, Mr.
Right?
Monka, we certainly wouldn't threaten.
They don't like me.
What I was saying is,
right.
We are definitely a company that is interested in the fair treatment of all of our employees, both current and former.
So shall we
so
meet?
we welcome. Shall
we meet?
That she would contact a new attorney, and if she is so minded to bring you as a counsel or representative as well, we are happy to speak with you.
What if she can't find no lawyer?
Well, Mr. Monka, if you would like to, like I said, if she is going to come to you for counsel, you have come to us before and spoken on behalf of other folks, and we welcomed you in then.
I see.
We certainly would do so again, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me pray over your threat. Okay?
Mr. Monka, forget it.
I have to pray over the man's threat. The man threatened me at 60 with court.
Nah, he did.
He knows the court them don't like me.
He just said he apologized.
Huh?
He just said he apologized.
Goodness
So
of mercy.
let it go.
I can match with
We're trying for something good to come out of this, you know.
Anyway, Julian
We
Roll.
appreciate you calling, Mr. Julian Roll, eh?
You're welcome.
Okay, take care.
God save the Queen.
Absolutely.
Go
relax, man. Just relax.
Is he your cousin?
No, but...
Is he your brother?
Let's do it the right
Are
way.
you playing family?
Good day, Mr. Rodney Monka. I can't...
Go ahead.
He can't get no permit to march against the government. Oh, sorry, good day. Tell Mr. Rodney Monka, I hear he can't get no permit to march against the government. He needs to go sit down. Good day, Mr. Monka and Mr. S.A. Good to know Mr. Monka doesn't have a hard heart. Helping that young lady is a great thing he did. This country is divided bad and is sick. God will do his will. God will do his people justice. We all need help. Spiritual advisor, good afternoon to you and Mr. Monka. on Mr. Bodie's show today, he said that 2 more persons will be arrested this week. So I think you all need to be careful what is discussed. What does that text mean?
I don't know what that text means, right? Minister, no, I am not corrupt. Minister, no, the only things I took from the government was the food in the Senate. Goodness me.
Good day, Mr. Monica. Please, good day, SA and Mr. Monica. Please tell proper English. It's not.
Go ahead.
It's not I is dumb. I don't understand.
I is not dumb. Okay? Moi pas fou. Go ahead.
Good day, Mr. Monica. Reading the headlines in the Tribune today, asked Mr. Dames when they intend to launch a transparent investigation into the HIT claimed by the Punch, because it can be safe to assume that the hit is internal.
Well,
friendly fire.
Well, that's very interesting, because in 1972 we had a similar incident in the F&M, and the hit turned out when a number of F&M supporters took the late Raymond Barry Major and put him on trial. And the next thing we know, they had a whole kangaroo court. Killed the man. That's why I'm disturbed over this reckless and irresponsible article appearing in the Punch. Ivan Johnson, I'm disappointed, because murder is a serious thing. Killing elected representatives of the people is a serious thing, and we shouldn't play with it. All right, tired of y'all Negroes. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Yes?
All praise. Oh, that's a prayer. Oh, sorry. Let me
spiritual advisor. We only got 4 minutes.
Mr. Monica, I agree with freedom of speech, but when it comes to high government officials and assassination attempts, that is out of order, and someone should be held accountable.
And the first person we should arrest is Ivan Johnson. And then he'll come out and tell us which F&M give him that piece of lie. Because that's exactly what that is. We don't kill prime ministers. We don't do that. All right? And we should not be pushing those kind of talk in the society, sending subliminal messages. You think I want somebody to kill Marvin Dames? Or Oscar Johnson's son, Ellsworth? Or Carl Bettel, who I've known for over 30-odd years? Huh? You think I want somebody to kill the Prime Minister? No. I need ministers in charge and alive and healthy when we take power from him. All right? Plus, ministers did me a couple of favors. All right?
Mr. Monica, Camp Road will always be a hideout, not Fox Hill. We love you.
This is powerful.
Please ask Mr. Monica. Candy is doing a great job. Nobody is fearful of Fred Mitchell, and Fred is not safe. Candy is safe, and her writing is. A kiss is waiting on you, Mr. Monica. By grabs, you're a King George III Negro.
That is not true. I'm not a King George III Negro. Go ahead.
Shawnee should have never.
She came 40.
Yeah, she came forward in the race today. We must encourage her. I think she may have had an injury.
Okay.
But I would not read that text. That does not sound right.
Well, Shawnee Miller, the key thing here is you participated. And that's powerful. And I salute you. And if I run into your grand-uncle, Leslie Miller, I'll say to him, listen, she's a wonderful Negro woman. Tell her, get up, brush off, and keep running.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr. Monica, Bahamians seek happiness in the downfall of each other, but they don't realize that this happiness is only temporary and also passes.
Yeah.
Then they would be miserable again, looking for another victim. Mr. Monica, the men will recommend you, sir, for the mayor of Black Village.
Wow.
Frankie is ducking the post office staff
Who
as well.
Frankie? Not the Honorable Franklin. Come on, give me something.
Is it Frankie Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they're talking about?
That's what they're talking about. Your MP.
They say he's ducking the post office staff.
Well, fax him! Because Frankie should not be ducking. He's a trained man.
Good day, Mr. Monica. I'd like to send special wishes, happy birthday wishes out to Miss Edith Coakley.
Edith Coakley, happy birthday. Spiritual, go ahead.
Please send a shout out to Alex. She's one of the women them.
Alex, you're one of the women them. Hold the rest of the text until tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow, we will return to Albany because we have not informed you over the new information that Candia Dames revealed in the National Review. An MP told her that he was annoyed with how Christopher Annan spoke down to the minister and his cabinet. And if he had his own car, he would have left. Well, that's what you all get for eating people food. All right? Whenever you are holding political power, you buy your own food. All right? I'll come back to this because I want Christopher Annan to be put on the stop list. I want him to be declared persona non grata. I've always been upset over how black governments has allowed them to run in the back of Albany as if it was a separate country from the Bahamas. I was always opposed to it. I was always opposed to the fact that Albany had no custom there, no police there, no defense force there. And I call on ministers to demonstrate sovereignty. Send Christopher Annan home, or ministers forever be with King George III. I want him gone. G-O-N.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.